the nature of positioning. So positioning assumes that consumers compare products on the basis of important features. If marketers emphasize features that are not important to consumers, the positioning strategies will very likely fail and they won't stimulate any sales for that product. For example, both Coke Clear and Crystal Pepsi failed in America. That's Coke Clear. You can see it's Coca-Cola, but it's clear. It's not black like normal. And there's Crystal Pepsi, similar formula. But both these two products failed in America. Why? Well, because consumers did not see it as a genuine benefit. They saw it more as a marketing gimmick. In other words, what value is it really adding, the fact that it's clear and not black? It's just, why should I buy it? It tastes the same as normal Coke and normal Pepsi. So it wasn't an important feature for customers, and that's why it failed. So effective positioning necessitates that you assess the positions occupied by competing brands. How do people perceive other brands in their minds? Then you identify the important dimensions underlying these positions. In other words, why do people believe that about this product? And lastly, you then choose your own position about where you're going to market your product, the position you're going to choose that's going to have the greatest impact. For example, if you were planning to open a new canteen on campus, you probably would first look at what the others offer. If they are all offering unhealthy fast food, why don't you instead offer healthy meals? If they are all open until 5 o'clock only, why not rather stay open until 9 so that you can cater for the part-time students? Position your brand in a way that is different to competitors. Don't just do the same thing. Okay, Coca-Cola, for example, found that men's sugar-free cola drink, or that the men's sugar-free cola drink position was unoccupied. In other words, there was no drink that men believed, or there was no sugar-free cola drink that men believed was for them. Okay? There was Diet Coke, but this mostly was believed by consumers to be for women. Right? Diet Coke is drank by women. So, Coke developed Coke Zero to occupy this position so that men would believe, no wait, Coke Zero is a sugar-free drink for us men. And even that the woman would think, no, Coke Zero is for men. Right? So all consumers would begin to believe that. So they developed this the sugar-free drink. But interestingly enough, it's almost exactly the same formula as the Diet Coke drink. It's just marketed differently. It's got a black color, it's very more manly. They use different types of adverts to position it. Yeah, you can see a man drinking it. So it's allowing men to believe that it's for them. So this is a good example of how it's not so much the product that matters, but what consumers believe about it. In this case, both these products are pretty much the same, but the one is believed to be a woman's drink and the other one is believed to be a men's drink. Why? Because of how marketers have gone about positioning the product using the 4 Ps. Okay, so there are consequences of failing to select a position. If you fail to select a position in the market and you don't develop a marketing plan designed to gain and hold the position, it may result in some negative outcomes. For example, your firm or your product's brand may be pushed to an undesirable position where you face head-to-head competition with stronger competitors because people don't know what your brand is about, so they might just associate it with the strong competitor brands that are out there. For example, Lion Lager, when it was still around, was pushed into a position against Castle Lager, which is a very strong brand. And they couldn't really fight with Castle effectively. So, yeah, they lost out. Alright. You can be pushed into an undesirable position which nobody else wants because there's little customer demand there. That's what happens if you don't select a position. For example, Discom was pushed into a position between the urban and the rural market, which means people in the urban areas are like, no, Discom isn't really for us, it's for the rural market. And the rural market was saying, no, Discom isn't really for us either, it's for the urban market. So people weren't really sure, is Discom for urban or is Discom for rural? And nobody really wanted to be in that position. You can position in a way that is fuzzy or unclear, that nobody knows what the distinctive features really are. What is your product really? What is it actually offering? Fair Lady magazine faced this situation in the 90s, but then after that they repositioned the product. And then you can have no position at all in the market because nobody has ever heard of your product or brand. Tafellager from Namibia, for example, has been facing this situation because they probably are not promoting their product effectively. So those are the four different ways, things that can happen to you, your product or brand, if you fail to select a position.